What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Monster Friends Tarot. Hope everybody is doing well, taking care of themselves, staying prayed up, working on their spiritual hygiene. So somebody's in their ego, or they were. Somebody doesn't appreciate your ego. Nah, somebody was in their ego and didn't appreciate that they had a higher commitment with you. Okay, come through, Spirit. Yeah, they made a lot of mistakes here. Alright, so what's this person got to say, Spirit? Who is this poison? Something was an unexpected outcome here for this person. Something unexpected happened. Maybe you didn't expect this person's ego to stand in their way. There was an unexpected outcome here. Things didn't go the way I planned. Inseparable self-love. Somebody thought that they could separate you from your self-love. They thought they could tear you down or something. Hold on. Somebody didn't expect you to love yourself through something, or something like that. Hope you're not having no damn emotion. Okay. My bad, y'all. Okay. Somebody might not have expected you to love yourself through something or something like that. Somebody thought that your self-love was temporary, or they made a mistake. Their perception was fucked up somehow. This person, somebody didn't expect you to keep loving on yourself. What's this? In a new chapter? Okay, so this might be a new chapter for you. So someone who maybe thought that you didn't love yourself or something, they didn't expect you to have all this self-love, or go into a new chapter where you love yourself unconditionally or something like that. Yeah, reminiscing. You're not reminiscing about them, I feel like. In this separation, it says sideways. So they might feel like you don't miss them. They could be sad and bitter about this. But they feel like you're not thinking about them in this new chapter. You're not reminiscing about going back. Somebody was not expecting this. So this is like a runner or something. People are talking about how you've evolved. Yes. Phoenix, yeah, you're in this new phase. You grew. You grew in their absence. So it's like somebody that was in your life, maybe they're not a part of it no more. And they saw you grow from this separation. They may not have expected it to last, maybe because they felt like you didn't love yourself in the past or something like that. But you have transformed. Yeah, you've adapted. Okay. You could have rejected this person, like rejected having sex with this person or something. Yeah, you're not having reckless sex or something. Somebody could be trying to like lure you in or tempt you or something like that, and you've truly changed. Feeling like shit, married, turn your back, secluded. So fake busy. So somebody could have married somebody else or something like that. They could feel far away from you because you were queen bee and you were doing your own thing. All right, what is this about this person here? Somebody's getting karma. Somebody's getting karma here. What's karma? Under pressure. So this is some type of spiritual warfare going on here. Somebody's having an ego death, a downward spiral. Maybe because they're dealing with karma. Okay. Yeah, because they have childhood wounds here, it looks like. So somebody needs to heal their childhood wounds. Somebody's going through karma maybe for how they abuse you. They could have, so this could be a person that's abusive or has abusive ways or something. Yeah, this is shocking news. Your transformation is shocking news to them. You're in a new chapter. So somebody thought that you would stay around forever and deal with their shit, it looks like. That's not what happened. You glowed up, looks like, with their absence, and somebody's getting karma for mistreating you. Yeah, they have a toxic lifestyle. So this is a toxic ass person who, yeah, they love their toxic lifestyle or something like that. Or they thought maybe you would stay in this toxic energy with them, but you got free. Happily single. Somebody could have loved you and wanted to be with you, but they chose to be toxic instead. And I don't know, maybe they thought that you'd chase or you'd be around forever, and you're not. So somebody could also be dealing with karma in their health. Somebody's health could be at stake here, or something's going on with their health because of what they did to you. Or somebody's realizing that they chose a toxic lifestyle that affected their health, pretty much. Somebody could have drank a lot. They could have did drugs. They could have been into just abusive shit. But they're fed up because they're realizing this karma is because of their true colors. It's because of who they really are. Okay, so this could be a masculine that is going through this. They're seeing that the karma for how they treated you is playing out in their life for the bad decisions that they made. It could be affecting their health. And they're really fed up here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, something was a karmic lesson. They realized that it's this is their fault. What they're going through is their fault. Yeah, and they're shattered. They're shattered. Okay. This could have shattered their self-image, their ego. Okay. So somebody's experiencing an ego death because they're getting karma right now. This could be a horror fest for them. They could be really scared. They could be in a lot of drama. Something's going on here. They could see maybe that something's going to be really hard for them in the future. Their future might look bleak. This person could be hoping that they're protected or hoping for protected. They hope their future is protected, or maybe it's not because they play too many games. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody might be worried about their future because of all the games they played. So if something's playing out right now for somebody health-wise, like, they could really be thinking like, well, shit, what does that mean for my future? Because I'm all fucked up now. So how my future gonna look? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, so let's get some more for this person. Let's get some more for this person, please. So some type of friendship. This could be a friend of yours or somebody that you knew. It looks like something's over. They may not want it to be. This one to come out in reverse. They may not want something to be over. This could be a person who was, yeah. So a person who was your friend, or they were close to you in some capacity. This could have been an ex-lover or ex-friend. But it looks like something is over here. Something is irreconcilable differences. It's not able to work out. Something's dead and gone. Okay, a friendship, them being your soulmate. Something's over. I feel like they want to come to some type of agreement here. So they're casting spells. So somebody, maybe they wanted to come to an agreement and they started trying to control shit with spell work, or they're trying to do it now, which isn't a good idea. Present now in the moment, casting spells. Name card, please. So now this person is doing this. I feel like somebody doesn't want something to be over. So they're doing some type of spell work, casting spells came out. Somebody could be just trying to speak something. Not everything is about casting spells, but somebody could be trying to speak something into existence, trying to manifest something. But they realize they could be trapped here because you're already happy. It looks like, it looks like you've already found your happiness and it's protected. So it's probably not working. Okay, they're watching you. Something is genuine. Your happiness is genuine. And somebody can't drain it. Yeah, they could be trying to work with somebody, or this is somebody that used to be your friend, possibly. They're trying to like drain your energy, but they can't. Something is not able to be drained because it's genuine. Your happiness. And this is like weighing somebody down because they can't take a risk. They can't cause drama. It's over. Somebody can't cause drama. So if this was like a friend of yours, yeah, they want to do something, but they can't. If this was a friend that was doing this to you, or doing, yeah, even if this was somebody you don't know, this person is being sat down. They can't do nothing. They can't do no spell work to affect nothing. This person could literally be sick. So before I turn the camera on, I was using the other cards about somebody sick in their body right now. Somebody is going through karma. It's affecting their physical body. And they led people to think something false about you, or like to be against you in some capacity. And those people that they led against you can see that this person's karma is playing out by them being sick in their body. So like if somebody said you was going to be sick or something in your body, or like something was wrong with you, or you were going to like pass away from something, that person's fate is dealing with that. Like they spoke it up, they judged it up, and that energy did not hit you. So it had to hit somebody. So it went back to them. So somebody martyred themselves, like trying to compete with you or fuck something up. So for whatever they did, they're getting karma. Something's over. This person could be being divorced. They could be about to pass away or something. For real. Like somebody could pass. Headstone, ashes to ashes. Somebody could have left somebody because they're passing or something. Or somebody doesn't want to be left because they're sick. Yeah, in the future, somebody is like hiding that they want to leave or something. They're analyzing something, waiting for something. Wow. Somebody could be waiting to leave somebody. They're waiting for them to pass, or to get too sick or something like that. That's not for everybody, but that could be a thing. What else about this person? So this is some type of lesson they're learning. Something's being mirrored back. Gateway, open door, mirror, third party relationship lesson. Somebody's a karmic. Something could be over because they're a karmic. There could be somebody closing out a cycle with somebody. It's a friendship. It's a friendship that's over, or a marriage that's over. Because somebody sees that something is karmic. If this person was trying to mirror your energy, like trying to create something here to where they were mirroring your energy to be karmic, it's not. It's being reflected back. Somebody might have wanted you to be a third party in the situation, but they are. Somebody's recalling something about some secrets and divine timing. Somebody remembered something. Ghosted, blocked, cut off. Yeah, so it's like if somebody wanted you to mirror their energy, or like be seen as karmic, they're being seen as karmic. Like I said, this person, it's evident in how this person is getting sick. It's something going on with their body. Yeah, past memories haunted. Night terrors. This person could be having night terrors. something, they're not connected to you no more. Something's not mirroring. Whatever this person said about you is not true, because you're not going through whatever they said was going to happen to you. It's them. And it can be seen. So they're haunted by what they said. This person could be dealing with an unstable foundation. Their living situation could be fucked up. They may not have stable housing, something like that. Or, yeah. So, whatever claims they were making here were not true. They were unstable. This could be a person who is a reader themselves, or something they predicted for you did not come true, or they gave a reading, or they had a reading done, something like that. But in divine timing, it was clear that whatever messages they were getting, or whatever messages they were giving, were incorrect. They were not right. Because it was unstable, or they just have an unstable foundation. Maybe somebody doesn't really actually know what they're talking about. Okay. Somebody gave a false reading, or they were doing false readings, or whatever reading they gave themselves was incorrect. They could see that now. Somebody could be watching tarot. Whatever they were watching, or whatever readings they were getting, were wrong. Moving, physical location change. Somebody could have been stalking a reader. I don't know. Agreement. Settlement, compromise. What's watching, stalking, agreement? Somebody could be watching tarot, seeing something fall apart. What's agreement and compromise right now? An agreement, settlement. Something could be being settled right now. Like if something was not clear, it's clear. Yeah, and somebody is leaving somebody trapped. Somebody's realizing that they're trapped. So there could be readings going on. People could be getting readings or seeing readings, or somebody's trapped by this though. Like there could have been something prophesized in a reading and they thought it was going to be you, and it's them. Something it's leaving them trapped here. They might be trapped with some type of agreement. Maybe they agreed to something thinking something was going to go a certain way and it didn't, and now they're stuck. Yeah, somebody's praying to get untrapped or something like that. Somebody could be trapped with an entity. Some magic they did to conjure up an entity. So somebody could have really done some witchcraft, dealt with some type of demon or some type of jinn, or something that they wanted to attach itself to you, and it attached itself to them. So they're being like drained. Their body's affected, their health's affected. Like clearly this person was playing in some games, some arena that they shouldn't have been playing in, because they have an attachment now. They're sick. Somebody's cursed or something. They're trying to pray their way out of this trap. Child. Okay. Justice, do nothing. And they can't do nothing because this is karma. Wow. Somebody's watching how something they agreed to is manifesting, but it's manifesting in their life. Yeah, prophecy grave. So somebody, listen, if somebody summoned up some dark shit to try to like unalive you, it's prophesied. So if they summoned up some shit, right, then they got a reading done to see how it was going to play out. The reading is playing out, but you're not the one that's sick. You're not the one that's stuck with the attachment. They are, because it say prophecy grave. Either whatever they thought was going to happen is over, or it's going to happen, but to them. Observation, grave. Yeah. I don't know. Perfection, observation, maybe something. Something is happening the way it was supposed to, but it ain't. But it ain't at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening to them. Somebody getting karma here. Okay, so what's up from this deck, Spirit, please? What's the message here from this deck? Be you. Okay, be you. So you just being you for real. You can just be you. Player. Somebody could have wanted to be you. A player. Be you, player. Martyr in the reverse. You're not a martyr. You just being you. You didn't martyr yourself for a player or something like that. Snake, a snake. You didn't martyr yourself for a snake. You're just being you. This player could have martyred themselves, or maybe you're not a victim. You're not a martyr to this, but you're not a victim to whatever this person was doing. Somebody was playing while you was just being you. Somebody's observing you being optimistic. Okay, because you're not a martyr. Yeah, so you could be optimistic. You're healthy. You're fine. So somebody's observing you be fine. Limelight. Yes, somebody. It's clear that you're fine. So it's clear that you're good. Somebody could be seeing that. A player could be watching you be you. Somebody who was playing with this situation could be watching how you are not a martyr. You're not a victim here. They're watching you be optimistic because you know you're not a victim. You was not their victim. Okay, so it's you in the limelight. People are observing how you was not a victim to this person. Disconnect. So you could have got away from whatever. Yeah, disconnect and service. You're not being of service to somebody. So you, again, you weren't a martyr for somebody. Okay. Somebody could be disconnecting themselves from serving this person. Academic. Somebody could have been learning something they're not, or maybe from this person. I feel like this person had followers. Okay, people that believe what they were saying about you, and it's not. That's not how it happened. Okay. What service and academic? Somebody could be being disconnected from being a teacher, or you're not serving this person or something like that. Yeah, hospitality. People are not being hospitable to this person. They're disconnecting from a promise, as is justice. Yeah, somebody getting karma. So people don't want to be hospitable to this person because they know it's karma. So if this is the kind of person that played victim before, cried wolf before, people are like, okay, look at what's happening to you. Like, clearly something ain't right about you. Yeah, things. So people could have been donating to this person, donating to their cause, giving them things, giving them money, promoting them, giving them favor. They're not anymore because they thought somebody was shining. Okay. Somebody could have been playing innocent too with that shine card. I feel like people once thought one way about this person, but they're seeing some type of change here in this person or regarding this person. So they're not being hospitable no more. Somebody could have been like real play innocent, but they terrible behind the scenes. They're not being shown favor anymore. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Curse. Wow. So somebody's cursed. What's curse? Wow. With endings, with death. Yeah, so this is very ominous energy here. This is very like somber. But when people play with the darkness, you know, it is what it is. Somebody is cursed with endings. Something is inevitable. They could have really, just by the way they were moving, it could have been inevitable that they ended up with this, you know, misfortune. Because maybe they were using people, or they were putting on a show that they were, you know, something that they're not, to get people to give to them. So something was false here. They were false. Hesitation, confusion, worry. Somebody's worried they could pass. Maybe they're worried that they're cursed and that they could pass, or this is the end of something for them. Yeah, natural disaster. Wow. So somebody, I feel like, is fearing, yeah, live and learn. Somebody could have had a natural disaster. It could be with their health, and they're having to live and learn about being fake. Yeah, about what they was praying about, their religion. So somebody could have had some type of beliefs that maybe thought that this was okay to do, or they were using some type of practice. Yeah, a family, a group, a family. This could be a coven, a society, something. People that practice magic, they followed this person. Maybe this person was teaching people something, or was the leader of something. They're learning a lesson here. They didn't get a gift. They couldn't confine a gift. Somebody's gift is okay, and it's causing a natural disaster to this person. So if this person tried to come up against a being of light, they couldn't take them out. Okay, they're suffering losses here. They lost. It is what it is. Something's on schedule. Yeah. I feel like if somebody was trying to do something on a schedule to you, something is on schedule. But like I said, it's on their end. It's on their end. They tried to induce a natural disaster. They tried to curse you and all of that. They could have been stalking you. They were being greedy. They're realizing this is because they were greedy. Somebody could literally be about to pass because they was greedy. Yeah. They were trying to they were being stubborn maybe about trying to induce something for you, an accident. They didn't want to compromise because they thought they'd get good luck. They want to apologize because they're overloaded. Somebody fucked up here. They were trying to schedule an accident for you. They were trying to induce this. They were being stubborn and greedy about it. Wow. Okay. What else? To rob you. Adjustment, amendment. So somebody could have been trying to like change something around, like, and do something different and do it again and do it different, but do it again. Like somebody was trying to somebody was like determined. Okay. Sneak peek. They made an adjustment, or there was some type of adjustment here. They're curious how they can make an adjustment. Introvert. Somebody's trying to make an adjustment, but it's like you keep to yourself or something, or you already lived and learned about something. You keep things to yourself or something like that. They can't stalk you. You're private. They're trying to make an adjustment, but you're too private or something like that. Yeah, you're calm. You learn to be calm through some shit. They want your forgiveness. You a damn chameleon out here. They like, well, how can I? You can, okay. Somebody was trying to make you homeless or something. Introvert, failure. They tried to make it some type of adjustment here, but you maybe kept to yourself. And so you could have moved, and so they don't know where you at or something like that. And you didn't end up homeless, something. They tried to see if you were poor, but you're not. They thought you was going to protest being an introvert, being by yourself or something, being lonely, but you're not. Yeah, that was their strategy to do this by doing this ceremony. So somebody was trying to make an adjustment here. They tried to have something on schedule. Yeah, so they kept making adjustments because something wasn't happening to you. They were trying to do something over and over to be able to rob you of something. But they realized you were an introvert or something, or you're very observant and you keep to yourself. They don't know where you at or something. Protest loneliness. They realize you're good in loneliness. Their strategy was to do some ceremony here. They couldn't bind you though. But it's what they was worshiping, and they was wearing a mask that they was being stubborn about their beliefs or what they vowed to do. Stubborn about you carrying on yourself. They were stubborn. They didn't want to apologize. Yeah, they hesitated to apologize. Even though they had signs that they should have apologized to you, now they overloaded in a home or about a house. Because they was ready for a blessing. Maybe they thought they was about to get a house or get something from you with this robbery energy. That's why they took this adventure in the first place, to collaborate, to do it, to gain something. Okay? But they're remembering something that got them scared about what they were desiring, but you persevered through that. You didn't compromise something, and you got good luck and justice. You triumphed because of love. Okay? You're a loving being. Even though somebody tried to cause a nightmare to your treasure, child, by being a third wheel, or there was a third wheel in the situation that was coaching this person to do this, to cause conflict, or somebody did cause conflict, a third wheel person caused conflict. Somebody got evidence of that, or they got evidence that you chilling, even though somebody tried to cause some conflict, a disturbance to you, you were helped, or they stopped helping somebody and they stressed about a gift of joy and self-love. You getting good news here. And whoever they align themselves with, or this alliance to do this to you, is sick. Somebody's sick in their family. Because they were trying to dominate a sweetheart. And they had to withdraw from a marriage to a bully. They lost their friendship. Somebody married a bully. So somebody here could have been a third wheel. Somebody that you were connected to was connected to this person that did this to you, or this is the person that did this to you. Somebody's having to withdraw though from marrying this person. They're married to a bully here, and they lost their friendships dealing with this person. This was a trap. They were a victim here, because somebody having sweet dreams and they calm, and somebody wanted married. They imagine they get married, and that was why they did it in the first place, trying to confine somebody or give in to somebody that's in jail. What? Religion, pride. Somebody was being prideful about their beliefs. That was the origin of this. Somebody is like, somebody thinks one way. Origin, imagination, origin, confinement. Somebody only thinks one way. They don't know how to see something different about a religion or about spirituality or about God or something. They was in their ego because they thought they was a motherfucking professional. Somebody thought they was a professional in their beliefs. But they was blind to something, that they weren't being responsible, and they needed to live and learn about these ideas. Something they thought was fated to be okay. It was only an illusion that something was okay. Maybe their beliefs, what they do. Listen. So like I said, somebody could have, this is like giving cult energy, groupthink energy. Like if somebody say it's okay to do it, oh, okay, we in the cult. Yeah, what a cult leader said, it's okay. You know, this is how cults be. They really be thinking like that they are like connected to God or something, and that it's okay to do shit. So somebody here could have been a leader of a cult or something here, whoever did this, and they led people this way. This could be somebody that was married to this cult leader, and because the person they thought was like a prophet said something, they believed it. Because it's like, why would you lie? You're a cult leader. But that's the thing about cults. That's why that shit is not cool. Like, if you following somebody that tells you to destroy somebody else, you probably in the wrong. Like, that's not a cool cult to be in, okay? Somebody thought they was going to get a gift, a blessing off of this. It's just like, I don't know what that cult was. We learning a lot about these cults lately. Like, I keep hearing it. It's a case going on right now about a cult leader that, like, him and his wife murdered their children or something. But it was another, you know, that mass suicide cult. Like, these people, they, you know, follow me, take this poison, and we gonna die together. And it's like, wait a minute. I don't think I want to be part of that. But people literally be brainwashed. They be thinking this shit is okay. And it's like, how do you think that this is okay? Yeah, somebody was trying to puppet something. No, somebody was trying to control something here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to hold back from a tower. Somebody's trying to keep control of a tower. Something all falling apart. They're trying to gain control over it. What else, Spirit? Somebody's trying to control something. The Magician. Somebody's trying to gain control over a situation. What's the Magician? Somebody manipulated something in the past, or they're trying to manipulate something in the past. Past influences. What else here? Somebody's trying to change something, trying to hold. Somebody's trying to control how. Somebody could have been trying to control somebody's destiny. How something was supposed to play out. Even a past life connection here. Page of Pentacles. Good news. Earthly matters. Solid beginning. Setting goals. That could have been somebody's goal to control something from the past, or a past life connection, or something like that. Yeah, somebody tried to end something, transform something. Somebody tried to bring something to a permanent end. A gift. So somebody was like playing something out from a past life here, but something ended. Maybe their control over it ended. So somebody was trying to control somebody's past life, their destiny, or what the fuck? These people be doing so much. Like, you doing so much because you really think that you're God. Like, people be doing a lot, bro. A lot. They're in despair here because something ended. Their control over a past life connection, over a past life scenario. They lost control here. Devil energy. Somebody was obsessed. Somebody has an addiction of controlling something. This could be a cult leader who really is into some dark ass arts or something. They could worship the devil here. Again, we saw religious beliefs come out. So somebody really think that they can control people's destinies, listening to the devil and shit. They couldn't see something. They didn't think something was... They couldn't see something was toxic, something was obsessive, something was devilish. They couldn't see they were worshiping the devil, something like that here. They're burdened though. They're overburdened by they didn't see something. Who the hell is this in this energy here? Hierophant. Yeah, they couldn't see that they were part of this is like a toxic cult. Yeah. They might have thought somebody was a prophet here with the high priestess and the Hierophant. Maybe they thought that they were some type, this could have been a couple. Like I said, somebody could have been married to the cult leader or something, and one thought they was going to get into a position of power or something. They didn't see that they were worshiping the devil by following this person. Okay? They didn't realize that this was some type of cult here. They didn't realize what they were doing was cultish, was toxic, was devil worship. They didn't see that or something. This is bad news. They was being in page energy about it. They couldn't see something. What else here? They were being stubborn. They thought their wishes was going to come true in this cult. Somebody thought this was the way, for real. This is so crazy because we hear all the time about it. Anytime people be like, they don't know they're in a cult, or like they don't know, or they join a cult willingly. It's like, why would you do that? Like, all I can I've never heard of one cult that's actually good. Like, not a single one. They always eventually turn bad or something like that, because people become narcissistic. They get in a, you develop a little following and you let that shit get to your head. And it's like, no. Big changes, seize the moment. Yeah, somebody thought that this was going to change their life or something, but something changed here. They don't have power over something. Of some type of trickery here. This was a trick. So again, people don't be realizing, like, you part of a cult. Until, like, some people be like, yeah, I found this group that really, we really believe this, and and this is what the leader said. And they be telling somebody, and the person be like, yo, you're in a cult. Like, that's cultish. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Somebody didn't realize here that what they was doing was very followed the leader into the wrong place as energy. Like, for real. Something was a fucking lie. Somebody thought they was going to get something out of this. For real. Some type of quick come up, or thought they was going to have an opportunity to do something. What's the Queen of Swords? Somebody could have told them a lie. Could have lied to them. Yeah, that they'd be able to manifest this or something. Somebody's getting the message out here. Somebody could have told them they'd have good news, a new beginning. They tried to control something with some trickery here. They could have been trying to bring an ending to truth tellers as well. But they're realizing something was toxic. They're looking into this. They're doing some soul searching here. Maybe about what somebody is saying, the message that somebody is delivering. Somebody could have told this person, like, yo, you're in a cult. You need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. Somebody's doing some soul searching now about what somebody is saying. An emperor was in an illusion. Yeah, somebody was in an illusion here. Maybe they thought they was leading the way. Maybe they thought they was in control. They thought they had structure. But something was an illusion. They're seeing it differently now because somebody was strong enough. Maybe somebody got out of the cult or got away from it or whatever. Remember on this Emperor and the Seven of Cups? Somebody could be listening to their dreams here or having dreams about the situation. Yeah, they couldn't see that something was an illusion. Somebody was in a cult. They feel like, yeah, intuition. Maybe they had a very young intuition or something. Like they weren't following it. They couldn't see something. Somebody wasn't listening. They didn't realize what they was getting into. They couldn't see balance. Some type of ongoing battle here for stability, balance. They couldn't see maybe something wasn't tranquil. Maybe somebody needed to heal something. But maybe somebody did it because they were unstable or somebody could be really having to work on their discernment. They thought something was like something could have just been a divine lesson, like really something they needed to learn to bring some type of balance, because they weren't probably going to see it otherwise. Somebody was really in an illusion here. Okay, somebody got to use their discernment better. It's some type of battle where they're not listening to their inner, like, They're not listening to their downloads. They're not listening to their dreams. They're not listening to their intuition. They're not leading. Somebody needs to soul search a little better and use their discernment about, you know, maybe their cultish ideas, groupthink, listening to some type of establishment, some type of something that they're used to. They might need to be listening at different, you know, about their beliefs or something. Okay. That's the message, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.